This is the Roulette Master, and I'm super excited today to share with you this incredible new roulette system from one of my subscribers, Michael. He said that he saw JS21 on the channel a few days back, and he changed the progression, and he said it is so much better, and that he's consistently winning time and time again at the casino, and he wants you to do the same. So let's go ahead and place the bets. I'm going to share with you the differences between this and the original, and if you haven't seen the original, that's fine. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. This is a $10 bet on first and second 12 to start, and we start with the 00. So that's a loss, and we're going to go from 10 to 30 and spin. And the first couple losses are going to be similar to the original, but then it's going to change, and I'm going to show you how that'll really help you. And that is a win at 30. So we are up 10. Let's go ahead and go back to the original bet here, which would be 10 on each. So let's go ahead, and now we're ready to spin again. Here we go. So obviously, if you win at the 10 or the $30 level, you're making money. That is an 11 black, and that's a $10 win. So we're up 20. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. So the original system went 10, 30, 50, 70. It went 90, up 2 units after every loss. But you did have to sit out after losses. And we're going to do that right now and make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. So here we go. And we didn't hit third 12 or 0. That keeps us from losing on consecutive spins on third 12 or 0, which is the only way to lose. And now we're going to go from 10 to 30. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a win on 17 black. Okay, so we're going to go back to 10 again. Okay, you can see we're up $30. Let's go ahead and spin. So again, this progression is going to be very different. The original is up 2 units after every loss, but you still sit out on third 12s or 0s. Again, this is going to be different. We're up 40, and once we get past that, I'm going to show you how it changes and how that can really benefit your game. That's a 0, so that's a loss. We go from 10 to 30. Actually, I'm sorry, we need to sit out and make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0 first. So let's do that first. We want to make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. So now we'll go to 30 because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. And let's go ahead and spin. We're up 20 right now. If we get this one, we'll be up 50. And we did get it. That's a 12 red. Okay, so we're up 50 now. Let's go back to the original bet of 10 each and spin. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 9 red. That's a win, so we'll just rebet. You can see we're already up $60. Let's spin again here, and I can't wait to share this with you. It's very different, and that's a 15 black. That's a $10 win. So we're up 70. Let's go ahead and spin again at 10 each. So with the original, if you had a lot of losses in a row, it would be hard to get everything back. And I'm going to show you how that's going to change today. And it's still very safe, effective roulette system. We're up 80. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 29 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to sit out, make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. That keeps us from losing on a big streak of third 12s, like right there. We would have lost that one, but we didn't lose it because we did not bet. And there could be 10 in a row, third 12s. We wouldn't lose on any of them, and it just saved us again there. That is incredible. So we would have lost all those, but we didn't lose any of them because we did not bet. And here we go. And we would have lost that one as well, but we didn't. So this has got to feel good for those of you that, remember, I'm sorry, we still have to spin without betting here, but it's got to feel good for those of you that have gone on long losing streaks and lost your bankroll. We would have lost on that one also. So we would have lost on the 29, 32, 36, 33, or 30, but we haven't been losing because we're not betting until this streak ends. And, okay, it finally ended, so we're going to go from 10 to 30. Okay, and the beginning stages of this are like JS21, but it's going to change when we get multiple losses, and I can't wait to share with you how that's going to change the way that this system works. And That's a $30 win. So we go back to 10. We're up 90, and let's go ahead and spin. And this system, I really like this modification. I think I'm going to be using this one tonight, and I can't wait. That's a $10 win there. We're up 100. Let's spin again. All right, that is a 36 red. We lost, so we're going to sit out now. We're going to make sure we don't have multiple third 12s or 0 in a row. And here we go. Okay, it's time to bet again because that's a 3 red, not a third 12 or 0. So we go from 10 to 30. And we're up 80. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we lost that one, 27 red. So we're moving further in the progression. So we're going to spin without betting first, and then I'll show you where it goes next. Okay, that saved us again. We would have lost that one, but we didn't. So like I said before, there could be 10 in a row, and we wouldn't lose any of them. Okay, it's time to bet again. So now we're going to go to 50, but after this one, if we lose again, it's going to completely change. And now we're at 50 each, 100 total. Let's spin. Okay, we got the win. Okay, so once we get past the 50 level, I'm going to share with you what that is. But the next thing I want to tell you is we're not going to go back to 10 because we won at the 50 level. We're going to go back to 30 now. Okay, so that's the first change. And let's go ahead and spin here. Okay, that's a 29 black. Okay, and that's a loss. So before we go back to 50, we're going to spin without betting. And then again, once we get past 50, we're not going up 2 units anymore. I'm going to show you what we do. Okay, it's time to bet again. So now we'll place 50 on each. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we won at 50. So we go back to 30. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And with JS21, you just stay at the level that you're at until you get back in profit. But again, this is very different. So that's a $30 win. We're going to go back to 10. We're up 90. And let's go ahead and spin. So it does start out 10, 30, 50. The first difference is instead of staying there, it goes backwards when you win. And then the biggest thing is going to be coming up here soon, though. Once we get past the $50 level, that's going to be very different. We're not going to go up 2 units anymore. So we're up 100 now. Let's go ahead and bet.
No more bet.
And that way that when you win at the 10, the 30, and the 50, you are going to make profit. And that's a loss there. We're going to spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we go back to 30. You can see temporarily that dropped us to 80. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a win at 30. Great. So we're up 110. We'll go back to 10.
No more bet.
And spin. And that's a 3 red. That's a win. Okay, so now we're up 120. And let's go ahead and spin. So again, instead of staying where you're at until you get in session profit, this one goes back down the way that it comes up. However, you need to know the next part of it. So we're going to get there soon. Let's go over bankroll as we're talking about that. We have 10 each, 20 total after that win. We just rebet. And here we go. That's a 24 black. And that's a $10 win. We're up 140. Let's spin again. And this is a $2,000 bankroll system. $200 if you use dollar units. $2,000 if you use $10 units. And that's a 23 red. Great. That's a $10 win. We're up 150. And I can't wait to share with you where this progression goes after 50. It'll be coming up here. And the nice thing is on the 10, the 30, and the 50, we're making money. And that is a loss there, so we're going to spin without betting. Make sure we don't hit third 12 and 0. Okay, that's an 18 red. Okay, it's time to bet again. You can see the last bet. So we're going to go to 30 now.
No
Let's
more
go ahead
bets.
and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a win at 22 black, so we go back to 10. And always picking up profit there. That's great. And we're currently up 160 now, so you can see it's starting to build up. And here we go. That's a 21 red. And that's a win at 10. Okay, we're up 170 now. Let's spin again here. All right, here we go. That's a 25 red, and that's a loss. So we're going to spin without betting. Make sure we don't have multiple losses in a row in third 12 or 0. That's a 19 red. So it's time to bet again. We'll go back to 30
No more
and
bets.
spin. Here we go. That's a 16 red. That's a win. We go back to 10. And even if we don't get past the $50 level, I'm going to share with you what to do. We're up $180 already, though. This is awesome. I'm going to be using this at the casino tonight, so I can't wait to see what you guys think after seeing this. We have a lot more to play because, again, I like to play a larger, longer length video so that you'll get to see the good and the bad with these systems. And that just saved us again by not betting on third 12 after it hit.
No more bets.
Even if there's 10 in a row, we're not going to lose any of them, and that's a good feeling. That's another one right there. We would have lost that one, but we didn't. Awesome. So you can see we're still up 160 even after all these losses because we're not losing. So technically they're not losses. It's just the only way to lose. And now it's time to bet again. We go back to 30. Okay, let's go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
Here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a win. So we go back to 10. Here we go. We're at 190. Here we go. All right, that's a 29 black. Okay, so that is a $20 loss. You can see we're up 170. Let's go ahead and spin again. Make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0 here. And that's a 33. That saved us. All right, fantastic. So here we go. Okay, that's a 21 red. And it's time to bet again. There's 30 each, 60 total. Here we go. So basically, if you win at the $50 level and you go back to 30, that's $80. And that's a nice $30 win there. We're going to go back to 10. And we are up $200 already. That's awesome. So obviously, if you get to the $50 level and you win, and then you go back to 30 and win, that's $80 combined. You start out with 10 and 10. That's 20. And then you bet 30-30. That's 60. Here we go. And but then once you get back to 10, that'll make you an extra unit of profit. We're up 210 right now.
No more bets.
So in order to win at the $50 level, you have to work your way back down. But it's not very hard when you're playing 24 numbers. But there's much more to this. So hang around, and I'm going to share with you why this is so much better than the original. And also, you've already seen some changes. But the next thing is going to be the thing that really makes this a lot better. And that's a $10 win. We're up 230.
No more
Let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 24 black. That's a win. We'll take it. We're up 240 now. That's awesome. So we'll go back to 10 and 10.
No more bets.
Here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, and that is a win at 10. We're up 250. And one of the issues with the original system that Michael said was that when you just go up 2 units every time after a loss, and there's a loss right there, so let's go ahead and spin without betting. It says that if you get a bunch of those built up and you go really high in the progression, it's really hard to come back. And it's time to bet again here. Okay, so we're up 230. Let's go ahead and spin. And again, when you hit on the $30 level, you automatically win a unit. And when you hit on the $50 level, you win as long as you work your way back to 30. So let's go back to 10 here. And spin. Here we go. That's a 26 black. Okay, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and spin without betting. Let's make sure we don't have two in a row, third 12 or zeros, and we didn't. So it's time to bet again. So we go back to 30, and then again at the $30 level, you instantly make your profit. At the $50 level, you need to work your way all the way back to 10 and win to get in profit. And that is a loss. So now we're moving up the progression here. Let's go ahead and spin without betting. Make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, that was really good. That saved us from losing on 28. So let's spin again without betting. Okay, that's a 17 black. It's time to bet again. So now we place our $50 bet on first and second 12. And spin. All right, here we go. All right, that's a win, but we don't reset and we don't stay at 50. We go back to 30. And then if we get a win at 30 and then we get a win at 10, we've made more profit again. And here we go. That's a loss though. So this is why it's going to be really important when you are working your way back down and you lose. You go back up to 50, and that dropped us to 170 profit. I'm sorry, we should have sat out on that one. I made a mistake on that one, guys. So we got the win there. But normally we would have had to sit out on that one. But since we got the win at 50, we're going to go back to 30. And we're up to 20. Here we go. Again, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to go past 50, which is the biggest issue with this one. But we might be going past 50 right now because we just lost again. Now we're going to sit out. We're going to make sure we don't have 2 losses in a row or more, maybe 10 in a row. Who knows? That's a 20 black, so it's time to bet again. So now we put 50 on first and second 12. And now if we lose, you're going to see the new start of the new progression. Let's go ahead and spin. And obviously the part of working your way back down is different than the original as well. And there's a 0, so you're definitely going to see it now. So we're going to sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0, and then we're going to start the progression after 50. So here we go. Let's spin. This is the part that is going to change everything. And that's a 7 red. It's time to bet again. But now instead of going up 2 units, we went from 10 to 30 to 50. Now we're going to go to 100. So here we go. And this is why you need the $2,000 bankroll for $10 units or a $200 bankroll for dollar units. Let's go ahead and spin since we didn't hit third 12 or 0. But we lost. Okay, so we're going to sit out again. So that's not a good scenario, but I'm going to show you how to get back from it. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's go ahead and spin. That's why we have our $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll for dollar units. It's time to bet again. Now we're going to go to 200 each. I'm going to show you we have the bankroll to do that. In fact, we have about $1,900 in the bankroll still, so we're good there. We just need to get a win here on this one here, and if not, we'll see if we can double again. We got the win. Okay, great. So now we go from 200 back to 100, and you can see now we're up 60. And here we go. Ooh, that's a 0 though. That's not good. So we're going to sit out again. And we're at minus 140 right now. That dropped us back temporarily. We're going to spin, make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0 before we go back to 200. We did not, so it's time to go back to 200. So let's do that. And spin. And the problem with going up 2 units on this is it can get to be where it takes forever to come back. However, we just lost again. So that was at 200. We're going to have to go to 400. And let's see here. We actually only have about $1,500 left in the bankroll. Actually, $1,460. So let's go ahead. Before we do anything, we need to spin without betting, though. Here we go. That's an 18 red. It's time to bet again. And you can see those last bets there. Let's see here. So 14. We were at 4. We'll have to go to 7.30 each, I think. Oops, I went too far on that one, guys. Okay. So yes, we have 1460 left, and so actually we can go ahead and let me check the last one there. That was at minus 540. Actually, we have enough to go up to where we need to at 400 each. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me clear those off for a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we got the win there, so we go back to 200. Sorry about that, guys. I lost track there for a second. So we're going to go from 400 back to 200. So we're going to work our way back down the same way we went up. And let's go ahead and spin. If we get this one, we'll be back in profit again, but we'll have to work our way back down a little bit more. There's a win there on one red. Okay, so now we're going to go from 200 to 100. And again, sorry I lost track of my math there for a second. Sometimes when I'm thinking about other things related to the system, I lose track a little bit. But let's go ahead and spin at 100 each, 200 total. Okay, that's a 20 black. So we're working our way back down now. And okay, so that's a win at 100. We go back to 50. Okay, so now we're back up 160. So here we go. But you can see that if you have really bad luck, it can work your way up in the progression even with this system. But I think I'm still going to use this one tonight. Looks really good to me, except for that little bit of a bad stretch there. We're at 50. We're going to go back to 30 now. Okay, so we're up to 10. We're at the $30 level. So a nice little comeback here. And usually you're going to have a lot more wins than losses when you're playing 24 numbers. It doesn't mean you can't get a bunch of losses in a row, as you just saw there. And that is a $30 win. We go back to 10. So everything's good now, and we're back up to 40. Let's continue to play here and see if we have any more issues like that. And that's a 22 black. And when I say wins and losses in a row, we're not actually losing them consecutively. When that happened, we basically we were still sitting out after losses to make sure that we didn't hit third 12 or 0. We just when we started back up, then we were consistently losing. So it's always possible, you know, for anything to happen when you're playing roulette. But I do like this system, and let me know what you guys think. Obviously, let's see what we get here. That's a 33 black, so we're going to go up a unit from 10 to 30. Okay, there we go. We're up 240. Let's go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
Let's see if we can get up $300 today. That's a 19 red. Okay, so we go back to 10. Anytime you win at the $30 level, you are picking up profit. If you get to 50 and work your way back to 10 and win, you're making profit in that as well. That is a win there. Okay, so we're up 280. Let's see if we can get up 300 here. But you definitely saw why you need the $2,000 bankroll for $10 units and $200 bankroll for dollar units in case something like that happens. And we're up 290. And spin. Okay, that's a 6 black. All right, so we're up 300 now. That's awesome. Let's go back to 10 on each and spin. That's a 3 red. That's another win. Let's see how long we can go without losing here. Sometimes when you're playing 24 numbers, you can, just like you can go on a bad streak, you can go on a really good streak because you have more numbers covered than not. That's another win there, and we're up 320. Let's rebet and spend. So let's go over this ticket in conclusion. So the original JS21 still sits out after losses like we just had there. So we're going to spin without betting. It goes up 2 units, and it doesn't go backwards in the progression. It stays, when it gets a win, it stays where it's at, and that's nice that we didn't lose on that 28 since we sat out. But this new system goes up and down on the same betting pattern. So we're going to go to 30 now since we didn't hit third 12 or 0. We're currently up $300. Let's go ahead and spin. So this one goes up and down like a ladder. And it goes 10, 30, 50, and then doubles after that. So the difference is you have to work your way back down. So that's a loss there at 30. We're going to sit out. And let's see how we deal with these losses. And see, that saved us again there. We would have lost on 26 black, but we didn't because we didn't spin. And here we go. We would have lost that one as well. So you can see the benefit of this. We would have lost all those, but we're not losing. And here we go. We would have lost that as well, 36 red. And that's got to feel really good that when we're not losing, you can see we're still up 240. And after all the craziness, and here we go. Okay, so that's a 20. Now it's time to bet again. So you can see now we would go to 30 and 30 and spin. And we lost that one, so then we sit out again. We've had a lot of high numbers. We've had 31, 36, 26, 26, 00, 28, and 29. So lots of those, and here we go. Okay, it's time to bet again. We'll go from 30 to 50. And then once you get to 50, you need to work your way back to 10 to make more profit. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a win there, so we work back to 30. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. We're up to 30. Let's go ahead and spin, and we're at the $30 level. Okay, we lost that one though. So we'll need to go back to 50, but let's spin without betting first. Make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, it's time to bet again. We'll go back up to 50. All right, let's go ahead and spin, see if we can work our way back down. Okay, we got the win there, so we'll go from 50 back to 30. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. That's a loss there, though, so we're going to have to go back to 50 again. But first, we're going to spin without betting, make sure we don't have consecutive losses. Okay, we don't, so it's time to go back to 50. Here we go. That's another loss. My goodness, so we're going to be going back to 100 again. Let's go ahead and spin without betting. Make sure we don't have multiple losses in a row on third 12 or 0. We do not, so it's time to bet again. Now we're going to start the doubling process. So now we're going to go from 50 to 100. All right, let's go ahead and spin, see if we can get the win here. Okay, we got the win there, so we go from 100 back to 50. Okay, we're up 160. Let's see if we can get the win here. Ooh, we lost though, so we're gonna have to go back to 100. But first, we're gonna spin without betting. Then we'll go back to 100 each. Okay, so that's good that we didn't bet on that one. We would have lost on 27 red. Even if there's 10 in a row here, we wouldn't lose on any of them. We would have lost that also. So this is awesome. Let's go ahead and spin again. Okay, it's time to bet again. So you can see before we had 50 each, now we're at 100 each.
No more
So
bet.
once you get past the $50 level, you start doubling, but then you have to work your way back down. Ooh, we lost that one though, my goodness. Look at all these high numbers, 31, 35, 27, 25, 30. It can happen, so let's spin without betting. And here we go. Okay, that saved us again. Man, high numbers are everywhere. Let's spin again. We can make it through this. We can make it through anything. Let's find out what happens. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we're going to have to double the bets and go from 100 to 200 each and spin. Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is the worst possible thing that could happen. We've lost where we've had high numbers on 35, 27, 25, 30, 32, and 34. And you can see we have about 1,500 left in the bankroll. We're going to spin without betting and make sure we don't hit any more. And we did. That saved us there. My goodness.
No more bet.
Everything is a third 12 today. And again, third 12 again. We didn't lose though. That saved us.
No more bet.
But my goodness, we're going to see anything but third 12s? Okay, it's time to bet again. We're going to double again. And here we go. And hopefully if we can get the win at 400 each, then we will be working our way back down. We have to have patience here. Oh my goodness, we lost again. That is not good. So let's see what we have left now. Now we only have 640 left in the bankroll, and man, so all we can bet now is let's see, 660. So that's 330 each is all we can bet now. But first we need to sit out before we do that. Let's sit out and make sure we don't hit third 12s or zeros. And it saved us again, man. Look at that, 29, 29, 25, 33, 34, 32, and 30. My goodness.
No more bet.
It tried to hit the zero there even, but it's time to bet again. And here we go. Again, now we can't double because we don't have enough left in the bankroll. So we need to get this win here. And spin. My goodness. It's all third 12s today, and we lost our bankroll. So maybe I won't use this one at the casino tonight. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I was sure doing well in practice with this one before we tested it here, but man, that might have to think twice. Let me know what you guys think when you test it. Do you make money? Do you not make money? Let me know, and let me know if you have another modification that would make this better. That's what it's all about, and I really love hearing from everyone. Remember to send your roulette systems like this one to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com, and pick a new one every single day of the week, 365 days of the year. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. We just hit 50,000 subscribers. Let's keep it growing and get this community as large as we can so that we can get the most systems sent in the search for the best roulette system possible. I really enjoyed the search, and I hope you do as well. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.
No more bet.